students to one more session of Rule Radar. Now, what we are going to do in this grammar section today of Rule Radar, we are going to discuss some of the pronoun errors and their corrections. As you know, grammar is again one of the important elements in many entrance examinations. If you talk about maybe spotting the error, or if you talk about sentence correction, for that we have to be very much careful and very much well versed with the grammatical rules, right? The standard English, the formal English I'm talking about. And pronouns is, again, I always say in the classes also, subject verb agreement, pronouns, these are something which are very important for a student to understand, the modifiers, the parallelism, etc. Right? So let's talk about some pronoun errors and how they can be corrected. So let me start with the first thing. All right, the first one we have over here is ambiguous pronoun reference. So pronoun ambiguity can lead to confusion in understanding the subject of the sentence. So that is something which you have to keep in mind. So if I give you an example, if you look at this example over here, when Ria spoke to Ananya about her resignation, she started crying, right? Now I'm saying when Ria spoke to Ananya about her resignation, she started crying. Now who started crying? जब रिया ने अनन्या को अपनी रेजिग्नेशन के बारे में बताया, she started crying. Now who is this she over here? She is a pronoun. I know that she is a pronoun. But यहाँ पे ये she, is this she referring to Ananya? Alright? Or is this she referring to Riya? We are not really sure about it. Are you getting it? So I can call this pronoun she over here as an ambiguous pronoun reference. Right? ये pronoun मुझे एक ambiguity दे रहा है यहाँ पे. It's not very much clear for me that which noun is it referring to. Is this pronoun she referring to Ananya or to Riya? I'm not really very sure about it. तो इस case को हम क्या बोलते हैं? Ambiguous pronoun का case बोलते हैं. And we know that as a sentence, it seems to be a correct sentence because colloquially it seems correct. When Riya spoke to Ananya about her resignation, she started crying. ठीक है, लेकिन अगर आप ध्यान से देखोगे तो कंफ्यूजन है ना कि शी कौन है. सो व्हाट इज द करेक्ट वे टू राइट इट, व्हाट इज द राइट वे टू करेक्ट इट बेसिकली, राइट? सो हाउ डू वी रिजॉल्व दिस एम्बिग्विटी? विल सिंपली से व्हेन रिया स्पोक टू अनन्या अबाउट हर रेजिग्नेशन, रिया स्टार्टेड क्राइंग, राइट? तो हम वहां पे उस नाउन को ही डालेंगे, उस प्रोनाउन को नहीं डालेंगे, क्योंकि वो प्रोनाउन दोनों नाउन्स को रेफर कर सकता है. दैट मेक्स अ सेंटेंस अनक्लियर एंड एम्बिगुअस. इज दैट क्लियर स्टूडेंट्स? सो दैट वाज वन एग्जांपल. एम्बिगुअस प्रोनाउन रेफरेंस को हम कैसे ठीक करते हैं? एम्बिगुअस प्रोनाउन रेफरेंस को हम ऐसे ठीक करते हैं कि हम उस एक्चुअल नाउन को वहां पे डाल देते हैं प्रोनाउन की जगह पे. इज दैट क्लियर? Alright, so let me go to the next one. Next slide talks about missing pronoun. Now if I give you an example, everyone submitted the assignment before the deadline except forgot to attach the file. Now except के बाद कुछ ना कुछ तो होना चाहिए. Except के बाद there has to be something, right, which is missing. So this is called a case of missing pronoun. So everyone submitted the file, right? Everyone submitted the file before the deadline except one who probably forgot to do it, right? Except someone who forgot to do it. Is that clear? So if there is no pronoun over here, that means it's a case of missing pronoun. So if it is a case of missing pronoun, how do I correct it? Simple way is that I have to put that pronoun over there. Is that clear, students? And at the same time, I have to keep in mind that the subject and the object, they have to be in sync with each other. अगर subjective case में he है, तो objective case में him होना चाहिए. अगर subjective case में everyone बोल रहे हैं, everyone is a singular pronoun. So I have to ensure that except के बाद जो pronoun use होगा, that also has to be a singular pronoun, right? Because अगर मैं वहाँ he बोल रही हूँ, यहाँ पे them बोल रही हूँ, तो वो चलेगा नहीं. If I'm saying everyone in the beginning as a subjective pronoun, and if I again use them in the objective case, that won't work. Why? Because subjective अगर singular है तो objective case भी singular ही होना चाहिए. Is that clear, students? Alright, so what is the correct way to write this sentence? Everyone submitted the assignment before the deadline except one who forgot to do it. Right? Okay, let me go to the next case. Next case is wrong pronoun case. Now, what is this wrong pronoun case? Understanding the correct usage of pronouns is crucial for the sentence construction. Right? Now, let me take an example. The panel selected Ramesh and I for the scholarship. The panel selected Ramesh and I for the scholarship. Now here, what is my subject? It's very important because see, everything is linked. It is very important to understand subject verb agreement also. Now here my subject is the panel. So panel is the subject, right? Selected. Selected is the verb. अभी इतना मुझे पता है. If I talk about the structure, right? If I talk about the syntax of the language, English language I am talking about. So which syntax does it follow? What is the structure that it follows? The structure that is follows is it follows SVO structure. S stands for subject, V stands for verb and O stands for object. ठीक है, तो इंग्लिश में जब भी हम लिखते हैं तो कैसे लिखते हैं? सब्जेक्ट के बाद वर्ब, वर्ब के बाद ऑब्जेक्ट, राइट? नाउ सब्जेक्ट यहाँ पे पैनल है, द पैनल, ठीक है? सिलेक्टेड इज अ वर्ब और वर्ब के बाद जो भी चीज आएगी वो क्या होगी? ऑब्जेक्टिव केस में होगी. सो पैनल ने सिलेक्ट किया किसको? रमेश को, और मैं नहीं, मुझे, राइट? सो आई जो है, आई इज द सब्जेक्टिव केस ऑफ द प्रोनाउन. सो आई कैन नॉट यूज द सब्जेक्टिव केस ओवर हियर. आई हैव टू यूज द ऑब्जेक्टिव केस ऑफ द प्रोनाउन ओवर हियर. So what was the error over here? The error was that I had used the wrong pronoun case. Instead of the objective case, I had used the subjective case over here. So how do I correct it now? कि मुझे देखना है कि कौन सा pronoun case यहाँ पे आना चाहिए. और मैंने क्या देखा कि यहाँ पे objective pronoun case आना चाहिए. So the panel selected Ramesh and me for the scholarship. Not I, but me for the scholarship. So the correct sentence would read, the panel selected Ramesh and me for the scholarship test. Is that clear, students? Alright, let me go to the next as an error. Faulty relative pronoun. Faulty relative pronoun. Right? Abhi dekho, let's take up an example. She is one of the candidates who has cleared all the stages of the interview. Now she is one of the candidates who has cleared all the stages of the interview. She is one of those candidates. ठीक है, बहुत सारे कैंडिडेट्स में से वो एक कैंडिडेट है. ठीक है, अब देखो हम जब भी यूज करते हैं वन ऑफ द स्टूडेंट्स, वन ऑफ माय स्टूडेंट्स. नाउ लेट्स ट्राई टू अंडरस्टैंड दिस. आई से वन ऑफ माय स्टूडेंट्स इज या आर अ डॉक्टर. क्या बोलूंगी? I say one of my students is a doctor or are a doctor. I'll say one of my students is a doctor. Because out of many students, I'm talking about one student. So my subject remains singular, one. So one student is doctor. He is a doctor or she is a doctor. ये clear है? But ये वाला sentence देखो क्या कह रहा है? ये कह रहा है she is one of those candidates. कौन से candidates? She is one of those candidates. कौन से candidates? Who has cleared all the stages या who have cleared all the stages? It should be who have cleared all the stages. क्यों? क्योंकि यहाँ पे who जो है it's a relative pronoun. Relative pronoun का मतलब होता है वो अपने antecedent मतलब उस pronoun से पहले जो noun आता है वो उसको रेफर कर रहा होता है. तो यहाँ पे ये जो who है it's a relative pronoun and it is not referring to she. It's referring to the candidates, all those candidates who have sat for that examination. Are you getting it? So now हमने जब यहाँ has लगाया था तो ये faulty relative pronoun का केस हो गया था ना, क्योंकि यहाँ पे अगर हम has लगाएंगे so we would consider that who relates to she. इसीलिए हम बोल रहे हैं she has cleared. We are not saying that. We are saying that all those candidates who have cleared the examination, she is one among all those candidates. So who is a relative pronoun which refers to the noun candidates, and thus the verb should be have and not has. So the correct sentence would read, she is one of the candidates who have cleared all the stages of the examination or the interview. Is that clear, students? Alright, let's go to the next slide. Next slide talks about reflexive pronoun misuse. Reflexive pronoun misuse. Now you know that reflexive pronouns are used by adding self or cells with the what? With the possessive cases. Right? So you say myself, you say yourself or yourselves, you say themselves, you say ourselves. All of them are called reflexive pronouns. And how these reflexive pronouns are misused, let's check out and let's take the example. The sentence says, the CEO and the manager himself will address the media. Right? The CEO and the manager himself will address the media. Now here we need to understand, see at times if you have studied subject-verb agreement very carefully, you must understand this. The CEO and manager can be one person and it can be two different persons. And how do we come to know about that? Here I have the article the before each of the nouns. The CEO and the manager. That means I'm talking about two persons over here. Had it been the CEO and manager, it would have been referring to the same person. But since I'm saying the CEO and the manager, I have put the article, the determiner, the before each of the nouns. That means I'm talking about two different persons over here. So my subject here becomes plural. So if my subject is plural, the reflexive pronoun I am using also has to be in the plural form, right? Himself तो किसका reflexive form है? He का. और he क्या है? He तो singular है. एक इंसान एक male के लिए use होता है. Are you getting it? But if I'm talking about two males over here, for example, or maybe two persons, it could be females also. So I say the CEO and the manager. Then instead of himself, I would say themselves. Right? So the correct sentence should read, the CEO and the manager themselves will address the media. Is that clear, students? So you have to be very careful with the corresponding reflexive pronoun you are using, or the corresponding possessive pronoun you are using, or the corresponding objective case you are using. You have to be very careful with that also. Alright, so the next slide talks about ambiguous pronoun. Again, we have already done this ambiguous pronoun का एक statement हमने करा है. एक फटाफट से और कर लेते हैं. Sentence says the company rejected the proposal and the counter offer, but this surprised the investors. Right? Now let's understand. The company rejected the proposal and the counter offer, but this surprised the investors. Now what does this stand for here? What surprised the investors? Right? अब हमें ये समझ नहीं आ रही कि what surprised the investors. ठीक है, तो हम क्या करेंगे, हम this की जगह लिखेंगे this decision. Right? So to remove any ambiguity, we will simply say the company rejected the proposal and the counter offer, but this decision surprised the investors. Right? Why? Because it will eliminate confusion and it will clearly indicate that the decision to reject the proposal and counter offer is what surprised the investors. So investors को किसने surprise किया? Investors को इस decision ने surprise किया. Are you getting it? So again, to remove ambiguity, we have to make it a little clear, right? Clearer to the as in to the students, to the readers, whoever is doing it. All right. So let me go to the next slide. Pronoun agreement. Again, that's very important. ठीक है कि हम किस pronoun के साथ क्या use कर रहे हैं. जैसे subject verb agreement होता है, वैसे pronoun agreement has to be taken care of. Now let me take an example over here. Neither of the two interns finished their report on time. ठीक है. Neither of the two interns finished their report on time. Now let's understand this. Neither जो है, either is a pronoun, neither is also a pronoun. एक होता है either or, एक होता है neither nor. They are used as correlative conjunctions. ठीक है, either or, either A or B. Neither A nor B, correlative conjunctions, right? But when I talk about either or neither, I know that I am talking about two elements only. मैं सिर्फ दो लोगों की, दो चीजों की बात कर रही हूँ, तभी मैं neither या either use कर सकती हूँ. I say either of the dresses looks good on you. Either of the dresses looks good on you का मतलब है दोनों में से कोई भी ड्रेस आप पे अच्छी लगती है. Right? Neither of the dresses looks good on you. दोनों में से कोई भी अच्छी नहीं लग रही. Right? तो neither भी तभी यूज होगा जब दो की बात कर रहे हैं नेगेटिव में. Either भी तभी यूज होगा जब दो की बात कर रहे हैं पॉजिटिव. Are you getting it? So now I know neither of the two interns finished their report on time आएगा या finished his or her report on time आएगा. Because मैं दोनों में से एक की भी मतलब किसी ने नहीं करा, so I'm taking them individually. So अगर मैं neither बोल रही हूँ या either बोल रही हूँ, तो उसके साथ जो pronoun होगा, ठीक है, वो क्या होगा, वो correspondingly singular होगा ना. It cannot be plural. Are you getting it? So neither of the two interns finished their की जगह his or her होगा. If that person is a male, his. If that person is a female, her. पर देर नहीं हो सकता है. क्यों? क्योंकि neither मतलब दोनों में से कोई नहीं, either मतलब दोनों में से एक. Are you getting it? Right? Now let me come to the next one. Possessive relative pronoun. Right? Possessive relative pronoun. Now let me give you an example and try to make you understand. This is the scientist who discovery changed modern medicine. Now this is an easy one, you know that. This is the scientist who discovery होगा. अब who relative pronoun है यहाँ पे जो साइंटिस्ट को रेफर कर रहा है, राइट? पर ये क्या है? possessive relative pronoun होना चाहिए ना यहाँ पे. हम बोल रहे हैं this is the scientist जो डिस्कवरी या जिसकी डिस्कवरी, राइट? सो who डिस्कवरी नहीं होगा. What should be the right word to be used over here? It has to be a relative pronoun, but it has to be in the possessive case. Whose discovery? Right, students? So this was an easy one. I'm very sure that you'll be able to get it. So this correction clarifies and accurately conveys the relationship between the subject and the noun, enhancing the sentence's clarity and grammatical structure. So let me go to the next one. Faulty comparison. कैसे होता है? Okay. The sentence says she trusts you more than me. अब देखो ध्यान से देखना. She trusts you more than me. ठीक है. अब ये faulty comparison है. क्यों faulty comparison है? क्योंकि हमने बोला she trusts you. अब trust यहाँ पे क्या आ गया? Verb आ गया. She यहाँ पे subject है और you यहाँ पे क्या है? Object है. ठीक है. You is an object over here. So she trusts you more than me नहीं. More than I trust you. वो आपको ज्यादा ट्रस्ट करता है इससे कि मैं आपको ट्रस्ट करूं. मतलब जितना ट्रस्ट मैं आप पे करता हूं उससे ज्यादा वो आप पे ट्रस्ट करती है. Are you getting it? Getting it? So she trusts you more than me नहीं. She trusts you more than I. Right? And mentally you can put a verb over here. More than I trust you. Brackets में लिख दो trust you so that there is no confusion as such. Is that clear? So it again contains an ambiguity regarding the comparison being made. To clarify this, we can rephrase it to include the verb resulting in she trusts you more than I trust her or I trust you. ठीक है, clear है? So this adjustment eliminates confusion about whom or what is being trusted clearly by indicating the verb trusts. ठीक है, तो जब भी आपको ऐसा कहीं confusion है, mentally put a verb. ठीक है, तो मेंटली पुट अ वर्ब का मतलब है ब्रैकेट्स में आप एक वर्ब डाल दो या वहां पे ऐसे के ऐसे भी वर्ब डाल दो सो दैट देयर इज नो मोर कंफ्यूजन. इज दैट क्लियर स्टूडेंट्स? सो लेट मी गो टू द नेक्स्ट वन. द लास्ट वन इज प्रोनाउन रेफरेंस क्लैरिटी. कि प्रोनाउन किसको रेफर कर रहा है, एंटीसीडेंट जो है वो किसको रेफर कर रहा है. वो हमने अभी देखा रिलेटिव प्रोनाउन में भी, बट अगेन लेट्स टेक अनदर एग्जांपल. Let me take the sentence. He missed the final interview which disappointed him deeply. Right? He missed the final interview which disappointed him deeply. अब देखो ध्यान से देखना. He missed the final interview. इंटरव्यू के बाद हमने एक प्रोनाउन यूज किया है which. ठीक है, जो कि इन अ वे रिलेटिव प्रोनाउन है और यहाँ पे ऐसा लग रहा है कि इंटरव्यू जो है, क्योंकि which एक रिलेटिव प्रोनाउन है which is referring to the noun interview. तो ये क्या बता रहा है हमें सेंटेंस? He missed the final interview which disappointed him deeply. पर इंटरव्यू ने डिसअपॉइंट नहीं किया उसको डीपली. मिसिंग द इंटरव्यू ने डिसअपॉइंट किया है. सो दिस अगेन शोज अ काइंड ऑफ एम्बिग्विटी. व्हाई? बिकॉज प्रोनाउन का रेफरेंस जो है वो क्लियर नहीं है. सो व्हाट डू आई डू? अगेन आई हैव टू मेक इट अ लिटिल क्लियर. अनएम्बिगुअस बनाना है मुझे इसको. सो व्हाट डू आई से? आई विल से टू क्लैरिफाई द सेंटेंस कैन बी करेक्टेड. ही मिस्ड द फाइनल इंटरव्यू. विच की जगह हम क्या लिखेंगे? एंड दिस डिसअपॉइंटेड हिम डीपली. And this disappointed him deeply. What disappointed him deeply? Not the interview. The missing of an interview disappointed him. Are you getting it, students? So these are certain things which are, as in छोटी-छोटी चीजें, minute things are there. At times you feel that they are trivial, but they are not trivial. They are very important, and you can be trapped with such errors in your entrance examination. So please be very careful with all these as in errors which we have discussed today, right? So thank you so much. Take care. We appreciate your attention and participation as usual. So let's meet in the next video next time with some more maybe error corrections or vocabulary or tones or anything else, right? All the best. Take care. God bless you all.